Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Are you ready to see an autumn soap making video inspired by all of these things?
No, Katie, it's mid-August. It's hot where I live. No, I'm not interested in seeing pumpkin spice in the middle of August.
I'm sorry, I know, but as a soap maker, I have to have my products sit and cure so that when you're feeling in the fall mood, when you're ready for all the spooky stuff and you're ready for all the pumpkin spice lattes, I have something to offer you. Otherwise, I would be making stuff and offering it late in November and nobody's interested in that. So bear with me, okay? We're gonna make some fun pumpkin stuff. If you are in Texas like me and this is like such a turn off to you, because for me, it always is, try to imagine yourself in cool weather. Go sit in front of a fan while you watch this video. And without further ado, let us make our pumpkin and marshmallow soap. Let's start by pouring our lye water solution into our oils. It's a little bit chilly in my room today, which is surprising since it was 104 degrees Fahrenheit outside today. Let's blend this up. All right, everything looks nice and blended up, so let's pour off our accent color. Now, I think the word accent color is a little bit generous since the base of this soap is brown and the accent color is brown. It's just hopefully going to be a lighter shade of brown. This particular fragrance oil that I have discolors the soap quite badly, and unless you use a vanilla color stabilizer, pretty much any pumpkin fragrance you use is gonna turn your soap some shade of brown or even as dark as black. Every time I used a pumpkin pecan waffles scent, the soap, it pretty much was black by the end of it. So you have to learn to work with that discoloration for fall and winter scents. A lot of fragrances in fall and winter have vanillin in them. So this is my top layer and it does not have any fragrance in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in the colors now because I wanna get it out of my way so I don't accidentally add fragrance to it. Gonna add some pumpkin head mica and some titanium dioxide. Now let's get this out of the way. And then I have a little batch here of soap frosting. It's not my soap frosting recipe, it's just regular soap I'm going to turn into frosting for this particular batch. Gonna add a little bit of green vibrance to this. This is a very bright, happy green. And now we'll set this off to the side. And for our final accent color, we are adding some brown oxide. This is just gonna help with the discoloration. I know I said everything is about to turn brown, and it is, but adding a little bit of color will help it discolor evenly. And then a little bit of titanium dioxide to that as well. And to our base container, I'm adding some dark brown oxide. All right, I have my base and my first little accent ready to go. Let's talk about our fragrance today. So this is an in-house proprietary blend. It's called Pumpkin and Marshmallow. It does not smell like coffee. So don't think pumpkin spice latte. There is no coffee in this fragrance. This scent is the product of numerous customer service requests over the years. It's a labor of love. And to me, this is, I did blend it. So I think it's the best pumpkin scent ever. Pumpkin fragrances move notoriously quickly. And because I'm working a little cooler today, I am going to blend it all up. I am going to pour my accent color in and I'm going to pour into the mold as fast as I can. Wow, this fragrance smells even better in the soap. Just gonna pour in this accent, scrape it out because this is not our final layer. And let's get it in the mold. All right, pour this right in. Ooh, looks like chocolate. Smells like pumpkin. Scrapey, scrapey, my big containy. I'm pleasantly surprised at how well behaved this fragrance is being. I really thought I would be dealing with a super thick batch at this point, but it's still relatively workable. All right, now for the fun part, we're going to add a mica line on the top that matches the leaves and the vines on the pumpkins. All right, start by tapping this gently across the top. this is lovely, even coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix up the orange layer. All right, let's pour our lovely pumpkin-y white, sort of creamy color. Kind of reminds me of like a pumpkin marshmallow. You know, like the name of the soap. Being very, very gentle. We want it to just ever so slightly, ever so gently move across that mica layer without disrupting it at all. Admittedly, with my glasses on, this looks a little bit pink. But I know it's just a trick of the eye. It's really orange, right? Okay.
That looks super pink.
Oh, you have glasses on too. I think it's just the glasses.
Nah, that's pink.
I don't think so. No, don't say those things out loud. Well, in the future, I may have to use flotation device to get the color that I wanted, because if this really is pink, that's not gonna be so good. Okay, this is a custom glitter blend. All the glitters are from The Good Glitter, but I made up this blend myself. Just going to put a little bit on the top, all over. It's a glitter party, woohoo! And now for our pumpkin embeds. Look how cute. I'm just placing my little soap markers in first. I'm gonna mark the very ends because I do have 2 different colors of pumpkin to put in. And then I'm gonna do every other one. And I'm going to be very careful. These are really, really delicate, and I am trying to get it generally in the middle. However, I'm also adding some soap frosting to this, so if it's not exactly perfect, no big deal, because I can always add some frosting to kind of give the appearance of it being a little bit more centered. I'm sorry that I'm giving you pumpkins in August, you guys. I really am. But remember, the release is in September, so it should feel very fallish by the time that this is actually available for purchase. And also, this is a handmade product. It does have a cure time on it, so I always have to make it, you know, a little bit earlier than when you actually need it. We've talked before about big box stores, and I kid you not, my birthday is July 26th. I went to a craft store on July 26th. They already had Halloween stuff out, and I was like, you guys, it feels like you're gaslighting me into thinking it's a different season than it is. It's 104 degrees in Texas right now. That's not a joke. We haven't had rain in like 2 weeks, and they're like, pumpkin spice and everything nice. And I'm like, y'all, listen, we're just praying for a breeze, okay? Like, please. And I do love me some pumpkin spice. Autumn is nice in Texas because it finally cools the crap off. So I'm the first person to get excited, but I don't like being told that it's autumn when it's not autumn. I don't know. It just feels really weird. It does. It feels like it really does feel like they're gaslighting you to be like, no, it's fall. We promise. Rush to the store as fast as you can. Like, I remember trying to buy something for Thanksgiving last year, and literally like 3 or 4 days before Thanksgiving, they had nothing. It was all Christmas and New Year's. Like, what is with that? Okay, now that I have the perfect placement for everything, all I have to do is stick the other colors right in the middle and it'll be perfect. There was a content creator that I talked to on Instagram recently because she was like, how early is too early for me to start posting spooky content? And I was like, anything before September 15th. Too early. Like, I need a back to school phase. I need all of it. And she's like, yeah, but it takes me a long time to film. And I was like, I mean, I get it. Just don't post it. Like, create a backlog of content. I feel rushed. It's uncomfy. And again, I understand like wanting to get to fall, but I feel like if you're doing like pumpkin spice in August, you're Delulu. She says as she places teeny tiny pumpkins on a soap being videoed and released in August. Listen, I got a content calendar. I'm with the other girl now. I've changed sides. All right, I have my soap frosting now in my little soap frosting bag. This is the 𝑒𝑡co 352 tip. It's a leaf tip. And what I'm gonna start doing first is adding a little leaf on each side of the pumpkin, just like this. And then I will turn the mold around and I'll do it on the other side. Piping leaves. Well, piping anything really is a labor of love when it comes to soap because no matter how hard you try, it's going to take a while. The good thing about it, at least for pumpkins, is that leaves for this particular thing are very forgiving. There's no certain way you have to do it for a pumpkin patch, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be like a perfect hydrangea leaf or a silver dollar eucalyptus or something like that. You can kind of just make it however you want and it's still gonna look like a pumpkin patch. I do try to make them a little bit thickums though so that they stick really good. It's already so cute. 2023 was the year that I decided that I wanted to become my best self. I really just wanted to get it together before I turned 30. And on my on my way to trying to do this and taking care of my health this year, exercising, trying to eat a little bit better, going to bed on time, drinking apple cider vinegar, I had to start doing a few biohacking things. Like, doesn't every millennial just do this occasionally? Like, they go through a phase where they're like trying to wake up and get up with the sun and do cold plunges and stuff. I don't have a cold plunge bath. I wish I did because they look really cool. But I've seen girls on TikTok talk about their Andrew Huberman husbands. And they're like, oh my gosh, this man has me up getting the sun in my eyes in the first hour of waking because of Andrew. But admittedly, Caleb and I are both like that. We are both the Huberman husband. So it's like, okay, we're both gonna wake up at 6 a.m., right? Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna get a hatch alarm clock. We're gonna go soak up those rays. And let me tell you, I'm making fun of it right now because I understand that it seems kind of silly. It really does help. Like, it really does. I wait an hour before I drink my coffee in the morning. I try to drink a glass of water on waking. And all those teeny tiny things really do end up adding up and making you feel so much better and so much more energized. I mean, that with the compounding effect of exercise and eating well, like, I have a whole new look on life. I feel so much more capable of doing things with business, doing things with my kids. I don't know. I'm here for it. I don't know if I'm going back. I mean, I did start with the whole point of not going back, but you know what I mean. These ones on the ends are so difficult. You have to hold the piping thing just right to get them to act correctly. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to add some kind of thickums vines over here. I don't know if you guys, you know, have ever been to a pumpkin patch, but vines on pumpkins are big. Like, they are not little spindly things. They are substantial. They are of traditional build. Y'all, I made a joke to Caleb that I will not be keeping in because it is not for public consumption. But what I am going to keep in is his laugh. Caleb has one of the most delightful laughs I have ever heard. I will absolutely at least smile every time he laughs because it is so unfettered and genuine. If you can really get him and catch him off guard, me laughing while piping is not a good combo. Okay, let me try to get it together. Okay, yeah, when he really just lets it go, it's almost like a shout. He's just like, can y'all tell that I'm making this just a little bit later than I normally do? Let me tell you something. I love seeing people genuinely get so tickled on YouTube. Jenna Marbles is a great example. She did like reacting to TikToks one time, and she and Julian got legitimately like just were cutting it up about these TikToks. And I was just howling. Like, I love that. Like, you're having a sleepover with your best friend and y'all both think something is just dumb funny and then you just laugh and laugh. My favorite. My absolute favorite. Caleb and I laugh a lot. A lot. I'm glad he still thinks I'm funny because there was a really long time in my life when I was not. I had to work at it. I used to watch videos and Caleb is kind of a comedy snob, admittedly. So it took years. It took years for me to figure out how to make him laugh on purpose. Now, another thing that I'm going to do is not spritz the top of this because I do have all these little glitters from the Good Glitter, and I have just found that they are a little bit delicate when it comes to rubbing alcohol. So nowadays, I typically don't spritz the tops that have biodegradable glitter on top because there's just no reason to give it a hard time for nothing. All right, last bit, and we're done. So this looks very dark right now. It will not look that dark tomorrow. It will be a lot greener and a lot perkier, but even so, we're loving the look of this. So we're gonna let it sit for 18, 24 hours, somewhere in there, and then we will come back and we will cut it all up tomorrow after this quick commercial break. I know we're at kind of a weird angle right now, but don't worry, when I move this bar, you'll be able to see everything a lot better. I'm gonna do my best to line everything up. All right, we're gonna press down gently. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So you can see some lighter brown, some darker brown, and then of course we have our little green mica line here, our little top. Look how cute! It smells so good the next day too. That fragrance it's really robust. Every single little bar is so perfect, and the addition of the glitter is so good. I can't wait to see all the pictures of people putting these on their like kitchen sinks and in their bathroom and stuff to go with their fall decor. For today's question of the day, I would love to know if y'all agree with my opinion that I was shared last night about like it becoming fall too fast. Is that just me? Because I thought about it later and was like, I don't know, maybe other people are like, listen, the quicker I can start, decorating for that, the more festive and happy I feel. Maybe I'm in the vast minority, which is why big businesses are starting to move us all in that direction because most people want to get there faster. I don't know. Regardless of what time of year it is though, these soaps are cute and I'm so excited to put them in the shop. These soaps have been sitting for almost a week now, and you can see the discoloration, while very obvious, was minimized by adding some of the brown in there and the layer of green. The green looks so good on top. It smells so good. It makes everything in my whole room smell very nice, and I'm really excited to have this available for you guys at the appropriate time, which is the first Saturday of September. We are going to be doing a fall bundle. There will be two soaps that I'm not making videos for this month. It is this soap right here and this soap right here. We will have another soap that we make on camera, and then I'm going to make some other seasonal items that aren't necessarily cold processed soap. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but I'm just going to tell you a lot of people have requested them. Okay, so it's going to be fun. Thanks so much for watching. Go follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I have fun things going on over there that are not necessarily happening on YouTube. We are in the process of trying to get certain items that we make and sell over on TikTok, if you're catching my meaning. And I'll see you all in the next video. So do something fun for yourself today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.